What's up, guys? Back in action here after taking a couple of days off for the holidays. I wanted to do a quick review on my Tesla trade from this morning, looking for the 15-minute fade top fish. Let's start with NAS. A lot of my trades start with NAS, and this was a trade that was highly based off of NAS futures. Let's zoom in. Daily looks totally fine. Looking for a potential daily bull flag here with the last couple of days of consolidation. This morning we had a nice bounce on the hourly, potentially looking like the daily bull flag confirmation day, only to fade later in the day. At the time I didn't know that though. This is the opening candle, and then the preceding bounce on the hourly, and also 15 and 5 minutes, which we'll get to in a second. I had marked this previous resistance zone, this 16,582 level. There was very little trading done above that level, so potentially a bit of a price vacuum. I did think we were potentially going to reject from it, or its potential zone of interest, so that's why I'd marked it. Let's zoom into the 15-minute. 15-minute looking a bit extended after holding this support zone down here. V-shaped bounce over high a day, and then testing this zone, getting into the 5-minute. We see at 7:25 we wick above that level and then pause. 5-minute is a bit extended. You have a bit of a potential bull flag here, but I wasn't too concerned about that. We wick above that level and then pause. As soon as I see a wick above a level, especially on NAS futures, and then pause, I want to look for shorts. The futures seem to commonly test and break a level on low volume, only to reverse. Here, 5-minute, as I said, is a bit extended. 15-minute, as I pointed out, is also looking like we could need a higher low before we break this high a day, if we were going to have that hourly and daily strength, looking for the higher time frame bull flags. So that's the background of the setup. I was looking at Tesla at this time. Tesla had some bearish news overnight or in the morning. Some high-level recalls, high-volume recalls with something to do with the trunk, I believe. So it wasn't safety-related, but even still, Tesla was fairly strong this morning. After failing to follow through from low a day and wicking, there's a really strong bounce. I came to the desk late. I came to the desk around 6:45, 7, something like that. So I had missed this bounce. I was totally cool with that. Just looking for, maybe a 15-minute higher low to get long. But when I saw the NAS resistance break, false breakout into a pause on that wick I pointed out, I wanted to look for a potential short. The 15-minute on Tesla was looking a bit extended, and logically thinking if we were going to be strong on Tesla and see greater follow through in the morning on the hourly, we would eventually need a 15-minute higher low. So this would be a potential location for that 15-minute consolidation. So here we had a 15-minute or 5-minute higher low and higher high with no follow through. NAS then started to pause around this level. NAS started to reject here at 7:25 when we had this wick high and then a pause in the price. This is the 200 simple moving average. I shorted I basically top fished that and put my stop above the top of it. It was only a $2 risk. I got in at about 1082. My stop was just over the 1084s. Because this is counter trend and counter momentum, I should say, with all that, the positive bullish strength in the background that I reviewed, I want to get risk free at a 5-minute higher low. So I did just that around the 1078s, heights 1078s, low 1079s, I believe my fill was. At this point, I have a half position that's risk free. The stop is 1084. I want to re-add that position. NAS is still pausing around the potential resistance zone and really hasn't consolidated yet. And I like Tesla at this point to continue to try to see some 15-minute consolidation, which at this point we had not yet seen. Logically thinking, we still need a 5-minute lower high and to break this 5-minute support. So that's why I took half. On this candle, I re-shorted, I re-added the half lot that I took off here. I thought my fill was a bit higher, but it was in the mid 1081s. And then I recovered that position for a flip in the 1078s after we started to test this support. That's an area of improvement that I could have made. Because this fill was so good, and because my average at this point was so good, I could have just stuck both positions, the stop over this 1084, or what was this, 1082, and just held the entire position, my core and my add, for a bit more follow through. I was actually looking for 1072s as my final target, just over VWAP. We didn't end up getting that, which I'll get to in a second. Anyways, after I re-added, I covered that into the 1078, and then when I started to see some follow through here, NAS wasn't really getting much follow through after just wicking low for a potential 15-minute higher low. It was holding the 382 fib level for a potential 15-minute bull flag. At that point, we weren't seeing much of a added bear correlation that we had seen up here on Tesla relative to NAS. That was one tick, meaning one reason why I may want to cover my position, my remaining core half position. The other was bear volume. We weren't really seeing much bear volume occurring at this level. And really just overall trend. We knew that Tesla was still quite strong, even though it had bearish news. We knew that the trend was in the bull's favor, as we were just looking for this 15-minute higher low to be set. And I wanted to be set up nicely for that long position, which may look to set up for it with the 2-minute trend change. So I covered my full position to the 1077. Yeah, 1077 was my final fill. I guess I left some on the table, just like $2, but you know, you're never gonna get the bottom, so I don't overly hate it. So I guess that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the chat below. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. See ya.